Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the Driving Talk podcast.
I'm Rob Lewis.
I'm Rob Lewis.
I'm Rob Lewis. We're all Rob Lewis if you go back and look at the C1 socials during the 24 hours, which is going on currently. So we are live-ish at the BRSCC Silver Lake 24 hours here at Silverstone.
We are.
The race has been very entertaining so far.
It's been the most upside down, couldn't write it, 24 hour that we've done so far, I think.
Yeah, you're a bit groggy, Rob.
No, I'm right. Tired. I was up till 4:30 Friday night doing eligibility, but
Yeah.
so I'm a little tired, but I'm good.
It's been a really good event, and the mixed grids have just added something to it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Massively.
And you know, with the advent of the BMW 116s, they've really taken to it. MJ Tech had just buggered off out the front.
Mm-hmm.
And the Silver Lake boys just cannot catch a break. That DS3. I mean, it was spectacular when it failed. There was flames.
Yeah,
It was
God, yeah.
flames, but
Cinema.
also it was fast when it was working.
Yeah.
It was working very well.
2 laps in the leads. 9 hours left. Boom. That was it. So they're currently changing an engine. I think they're 20th now. So they're just tumbling down the order, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
That will happen if you're not going round, Rob.
But I mean, Greg did say about that car. He said the rain probably helped last night. And at the
it's
start
a
of
lot
the
less
race.
stress on the engine.
So, yeah, damn you, weather. You should have stayed.
Do you know
green.
if it's got oil cooler on it? I meant to ask you. Did they?
Yeah.
They did put.
They put an oil cooler in it, which is now full of very speckly oil. So
Shame.
that cooler will be going straight in the bin. Won't be flushing that bad boy out.
No.
But lots going on here at the circuit. I mean, Rob, what does it take for you to put a 24 hours together? Well, for you, the BRSCC, all the teams.
Hundreds and hundreds of emails and hundreds of phone calls. Myself and Luke, pretty much on the lead up to a 24 hour, myself and Luke or Greg communicate 10, 15 times a day
Yeah.
on the phone, and then loads of emails and sharing spreadsheets back and forth, double checking spreadsheets,
Yeah.
making corrections if there's errors, and just double checking, crossing the T's, dotting the I's. And sometimes still waiting for people to put drivers in the cars and that sort of thing. So it's the remedial stuff that takes the time. So there's this car entered, but it's got no drivers in it.
Yeah.
So we're then chasing, and the team say, yeah, well, we did that. So you then got to dig out the email. Oh, it went to junk 2 weeks ago, whatever. So, and it's silly things like that. You think, well, okay, whatever. But it just means that on the week leading up to it, you're just putting out fires. And just trying to get the admin to line up so all the legal stuff and the insurances and everything can be okay for the event. And then, when we get here, you got qualifying and all that stress. But say when the light goes out, all of us kind of like, we're done now.
They're out there racing. It's over to you, kids.
Yeah, there's nothing else you can do at that point. So it's just
Apart from answer questions.
yeah,
24 hours.
spend 24
Over
hours.
and over and over. Yeah. I mean, I got on the first 6 hours. What are the refuelling regs for this class? What are the refuelling regs for that class?
Yeah.
And the amount of times you have to go back to the officials and be like, I can't remember. I mean, I'm not a judge of fact anyway, so I don't really care, but I don't know.
UK P2 car just gone past, JW Bird.
Yeah, they're flying. I mean, the C1 class is really, really tight at the top.
Yeah. Less than a lap between them and Josh Cook's car.
Yeah. Josh Cook, who's entered a team with no name.
Team no name.
Team no name. I once knew a horse with no name as well. So
Oh, God.
anyway,
I want to address the elephant in the room as well.
go on.
Well, just his name's Rob.
Thanks.
Branded shoes. Is that acceptable?
That's so much better than those boaties.
Hang on. Katie's at the back. Is that an ick?
C1 branded shoes.
C1 branded Vans. Is that an ick?
It's not.
Definitely not an ick. We have
I
a
get
confirmation. It's not an ick.
I get the blonde approval.
I
But even
didn't have my race boots on because
You normally do. You go to work in them normally.
Yeah.
You go out of
No,
bed
but
with
you
them
never
on.
know.
hang on, Robin. You haven't spotted it. Just turn your head that way.
No.
Just turn your head that way. Is that Porsche Club Motorsport? Oh, I went to Snetterton.
Porsche friend.
Oh, Porsche friend.
You see him talking to the other Porsche friend down the pit lane.
I was like, oh, we're going to get Steve Wood on in a minute. But he's like, oh, Porsche friend. Hello, Porsche friend.
Hi, friend.
It's Porsche.
Oh, we're not in America. Don't start that.
It's Porsche.
We can spell.
Oh, I tucked her in. She's sleeping.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Dear.
But
Yeah, loads of stress on the lead up to it. A lot of it unnecessary and stressful on our part. If people entered cars and just did a bit more of the admin work themselves. Putting drivers in as they enter the car would be a real help. But you know what, people are busy prepping the car, doing all their stuff, so we have to do the admin, we have to chase them up and do all that side of it.
Hold their hand.
But also for me, actually, I have another level. So on the week leading up to this, I was still making drive shafts, wishbones, all the C1 club stock, all those bits and bobs that we make. I'm still manufacturing all that to try and get enough stock to know that I'm good to cover the teams for the 24 hour.
Yeah. So it's healthy for you.
In what respect?
Well, it's just you've got the amount of cars on the grid that need the parts.
Oh yeah. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
It's just a stressful problem.
How's that affecting? Because this isn't your full-time job. This isn't your sort of...
Your garage to run.
Yeah, it's not. It's far from my full-time job. I don't earn money from this, so therefore it's not a job. It's hard. Luckily I've got Kevin Pat in the workshop, and they can hold the fort down. Because I basically say on the lead up to 24, I'm not here.
Yeah.
So I can't deal with any day-to-day stuff, and all the race car work has to pause because I can't do that.
Yeah.
Any engine builds or race car stuff we're doing is pause, and I'm just sat at the computer or making the parts for the shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does. It's hard work.
I can imagine. I better let you go off and actually do some work up and down the pit lane. At some point. So what we're going to do in this episode, we've got lots of people lined up that are ready to jump on and chat to us about their experience in the 24. So here starts some of those interviews.
Let's go for it.
And for our first interview, it's the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Alan Prebble of Silver Lake, who's looking very smart in his attire. He's bloody knackered, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's been a long 20 hours, 18 hours, whatever it is.
And the best bit is, I could cut the image. So you're sat there having done some hard racing overnight, and car 558, the Silver Lake car, is behind just having a driver change. We could not have timed that any better. That was fantastic. But Alan,
he called them in, literally. Call him in now. Marketing all the time.
Absolutely. He is out next. But how has it been for you leading up to it? So you've sponsored as well as sponsoring the C1s, DS3 Cup you committed to last year, and then you committed to the actual 24-hour event and sponsoring the event itself this year. How has it been leading up to the 24 hours, first of all?
It's been very good. It's trying to sort of support the race series with the C1s and the DS3s for Robin and BRSCC, and I think it's always been a good fit for Silver Lake, having the low-cost racing. So obviously we try and support everybody with low-cost parts where we can, and it's just a good fit. And it's been part of my life going to watch the Le Mans 24 hour with my brother and my sister at 14. So just really something inspires me. So I want to support and all the great people that come along to the 24 hour and all the other 3 hour races we do. Some DS3 sitting, and the BMWs are here. Some people from Belgium, and it's just a good camaraderie. I like about it. It's good.
It does have quite an international flavour this year, especially with the European teams. It's great, isn't it?
Yes, it feels a little bit more of a community event now, not just a full C1 thing.
Yeah, and for the bit behind the wheel, Alan, you've had your share of challenges in this race. It's been really horrible and greasy. How was that in the middle of the night?
Very difficult. Yeah, we didn't have any wipers in the middle of the night, and a bit greasy, and couldn't see very well. And we put some new lights on the front, which weren't sort of pointing in the right direction. So it was quite tricky with a greasy track and just following everybody and think whether you're going fast enough or not fast enough. Then you realise someone spins off in front and you think, I'm going fast enough.
Fantastic. And what about that DS3? I mean, I've got to give you commiserations because the DS3 was leading, and so with 9 hours to go, we're just coming up to 7 hours to go. So as we speak, the car's actually in the garage next door currently having an engine change, but that must have been gutting.
Yeah, it was. We were a bit of tongue-in-cheek. We didn't know whether it's going to last the 24 hours because we have had our issues with the DS3 engine over the last sort of 12 months of doing the racing, but this one's been pretty reliable. It done Brands Hatch 3 races. It did Snetterton last week 3 races, and it's done 15 hours of racing here. So
Did you think it did more than what you expected? Are you happy with the way it performed? Obviously overachieved slightly, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's overachieved, but we know there are problems with it. Aaron that's doing all the mechanic, along with Greg, we found some issues with the engine. We tried to sort of trying to change all the parts that we thought might go wrong, and it's been a lot more reliable to do what it's done so far.
Yeah.
Giving it some hard punishment, racing, and we won at Brands, we won at Snetterton with it, and we were winning here, so it's been very competitive, but I think we had an oil pump failure or the crankshaft not getting enough oil around it. There's something wrong, but we'll investigate it and have a word with BRSCC and see if there's any adjustments we can make to sort of modify it without actually anybody feel that we're tuning it, but we want it to be
reliable
and sustainable for everybody who's going to do this racing, because DS3 is starting to grow, and it'd be lovely to support the C1 racing, and that's what I'd like to see it going forward, and can build on that.
You can see more people with the DS3 coming in and sort of progressing the series, not only for the series that you've got, but for the 24 hours and sharing that with the C1s.
I think it'd be nice to share it with the C1s. If we did some longer endurance, some 6 hours, you might get a little bit of support. Yeah, it's been great fun out there this year. There seems to be a better atmosphere around the paddock with having international people here, and they're pretty well competitive with the BMWs and some of the Belgium C1s, and it's been good fun out there racing, but the DS3's been very competitive, very similar horsepower, to the BMW, so it's great fun, and we've got some good drivers. We've got Patrick Donovan and Ollie Donovan and
the Rallycross legends themselves.
Yeah, and George Davis has been doing, I've done a little bit myself, so it's been good. And of course Aaron, let's not forget Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, it's been good. We've been consistent, and we did a bit of practicing on Wednesday, it helped. But unfortunately, we've got a blown engine, so we're out there trying to get it fixed now as quick as we can.
But you've got the 2 C1s as well that are going so well. Touch wood. They're going really, really well. 558, the Gen 2 car that you guys have helped develop as well, alongside Nick Beaumont.
Yeah.
And you've got the 458. You've got the all-ladies team as well, which has just been absolutely fantastic. They've all 4 have got in the car, having not done C1s before, and they're doing the Silver Lake name a credit.
Yeah, they're doing a great job, and I think they're going to overtake us a minute if we don't go.
Wouldn't be a bad thing, though. There's some incredible racing drivers.
It's great to see them. Young kids around sort of about 20. I think there's some of 18, 19, 21, 22. The 4 of them, they're doing a fantastic job, and it's consistent, and it's great. It's lovely. I'll enjoy it. We had a bit bad luck with our C1. The DS3 passed Patrick going out on the track. Stone flicked out and smashed his driver's door glass. So we lost a lap change in that. So and it made a lot of difference around the speed, the window open all the time.
Yeah,
we lost about 20 minutes on our fuel stop because it was just a drag with the window open. So we didn't do as many laps as we could do on my stint. So,
and where the racing is so close with the C1s, it's the fine margins like that can really help with the 24-hour race.
So let's just hope we can finish in the 558, and the team's done a great job. All Aaron's friends and family, and Dan that's racing with us as well. His family's here, so all been a great support, and all the guys from Silver Lake, and so it's been fantastic.
Fantastic, Alan. Well, you've got to get ready to go into your next. We really appreciate you coming in and speaking to us, Alan. But Alan Prebble.
Cheers, thank you, Rob. Cheers.
Thanks, Alan.
And welcome back. Our second interview is with someone who's previously been a Driving Talk guest, Mr. Greg Rose. We've got Greg Graham coming on later. First of all, Greg, you're not in the car. You're booted. You're carrying a bit of an injury. You've not been very well lately. First of all, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, just recovering, getting over it.
Yeah, it's just going to take a little while.
Yeah. But your job predominantly, so you and Aaron Chalk are running Silver Lake Motorsport together, and you've got 3 cars this weekend, which is a lot of work as it is.
Yeah, it is.
Getting them prepped and ready. Development of the DS3, development of the Gen 2 still, because that's in its infancy. And the Gen 1's more or less, that's sorted. It's a pucker little race car. What has been the build-up to this 24-hour race? What's it been like for the team?
It's been all right. It started a little bit late, so, it's been a bit of a rush to get everything ready. The Gen 2 car seems to be working well. Don't seem to have any issues. The DS3's obviously gone wrong, but we'll look into that when we get back and see why it's gone.
Just a case of tearing down the engine and see what actually failed, and maybe see if you can
Cure it.
Yeah, cure it, improve it.
Yeah.
Would that be any machine shop work, sort of drilling some new key oil ways, anything like that potentially?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look at the crank and see what the oiling system's like. But it seems like it's picked up on a bearing, spun the bearing, thrown the rod out.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's bitten. Obviously heartbreaking to see, but that car was up there and leading this race by a country mile before that happened. So the pace of the car must really have impressed you.
Yeah, it's been good. The track day tyres aren't really suitable in the
For the long
greasy
runs.
weather. It did hold it back a lot, but as soon as it dried out, it picked up the pace, no problem.
And here we are. So you're right, as we hear all the noisy BMWs go past, at least the C1s have the civilised exhaust on them. But so your role during the race, really, you're running strategy for all 3 cars.
Yes.
How bloody difficult is that? Because you've got 2 cars that are running the same driver lineup and different fuel strategy.
Yeah, so we didn't know how much fuel the DS3 would use. And obviously, during the night, while the weather's been bad, it's been really good on fuel.
Yeah.
As soon as it's dried out, not so good. But it was so good on fuel during the night that we were hoping it would stop twice as much as the C1.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
3 times.
It was only about 15 minutes short.
Okay, that's good.
So that threw us out a bit. We had to swap the drivers around a bit.
Just do a little bit of a tweaking.
Yeah.
But you've been here before with 24-hour races running strategy. I mean, you would have heard it in previous podcasts, ladies and gentlemen. You've been here with Britcar 24 hours running Seats and, their sort of endurance work set up, and obviously going way back to the Rouse days, probably the Will Hire 24. You did that a few times? Or?
Yeah, I did.
So it's not as if you're adverse to running a 24-hour race, but the Silver Lake team this year has sort of gelled together quite nicely. It's been quite good to see and kind of been amongst it. How's it felt for you?
Yeah, it's been all right. It's been good. At least we've got more people with this year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've struggled a couple of times in the past couple of years as well. We had Alan on previously, and for Silver Lake as a company to be involved in a race like this as well, surely it benefits the business.
Yeah, it's got to do, isn't it?
With the green parts in the motorsport. Is there any plans for you to get back in the car?
Yeah, as soon as the foot's better.
Is that literally, as soon as that boot's
Literally.
off, then you're gone?
Yeah.
If it doesn't get any better, he's having an auto.
That's it.
Can we run an auto in the 24 hours?
I
Yeah,
think so.
Team Brit.
Oh yeah, Team Brit did, didn't they? Yeah, Matty Parks they had a really clever setup on theirs, didn't they? So, oh, fantastic.
We're going to have a weighted race boot now because you've...
All I need is something a bit thinner. And I won't press all the pedals at once.
It does look that way. Well, Greg, it's nice to see you. Obviously, we've just had the 558 car pit. Just before you go, a little mention, the car 458, you've got the all-female team in there with Lexi and Freya Belt, Brie Angelis and Bryony Davis. They've done a magnificent job this weekend, haven't they?
Yeah, they've done brilliantly. They've listened to everything. They've done exactly what they're told. Just run really faultlessly.
Easier to run than for young blokes.
What do you think?
Yeah. Well, there's no ego, is there?
No, there's not.
It's the one thing I was told. I think it was years ago when I was in the BRSCC Porsche paddock.
Yeah.
Steve Warburton was in the box there, and it was chatting to him about coaching. And really nice guy, Steve. Probably wouldn't recognise me if I saw him now. But the one thing he said to me was, girls are so much better to coach because they don't have the egos, so they listen. If you want to coach a driver, a female is the perfect driver to coach because they take everything in. And
so far they've been good. Their pace is consistent. You know, they've been doing really well. Coming on time.
Yeah.
Everything's good. We haven't had any major upsets.
Just a fuel cap, unfortunately, which cost you about, what, 5 minutes? Just while the scrutineers had to have a look and faff around.
Yeah. But,
random one. Very random.
So apart from that, so it's run really well.
Fantastic. Well, Greg, we'll let you get back to it. I know you've got a lot of time on your hands trying to sort out the 3 cars, but we do appreciate you coming on.
Right, thanks very much.
Thank you, mate.
Thanks, Greg. It's our absolute pleasure. Obviously, we've talked about the BMWs that are out in the BRSCC 24 hours this weekend, and it's our pleasure to have Mr. Mark Bate himself, 116 trophy extraordinaire. Mark, how are you?
Tired. I mean, the shock of this 24 hours, I'll be honest with you, is a shock. I mean, you lads are used to it, aren't you? The longer races. We're not.
Yeah.
And when I used to race back in the day, and they moved it from 15 to 20 minutes in the sprint hours, I'd had enough.
Yeah.
So I'm well out of my comfort zone. but thanks for having us.
Oh, mate, it's and to see the BMW teams, the enthusiasm that they shove into it, MJ Tech, Meta Boo Boo, the Drasil car, beautifully prepared cars, very much the same as the C1 ethos. Just great teams going racing together, good, cost-effective endurance racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you was to take the car out of the garage and swap it for a C1 and vice versa, it's almost like they wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
The mindset, everything's the same. Isn't it? It just is. It's the same thing exactly in it, the endurance thing, and the sort of low spec car. I love the fact that the both car. I'm a car man, a mechanic, so the engineering of cars for me, I mean, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole here, but the most basic car for me is always the best. The one that can do its job, simplest.
Yeah.
And the C1 is that, isn't it? I mean, Citroen have got a reputation for that with the 2CV, obviously. There's one out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Even though it's got a BMW engine. So we're crossing already,
It's a
aren't we?
little hybrid, that.
Yeah. So they've always appealed to me, those type of cars. So, yeah, they suit each other out there.
Yeah, they're great together. They're great in the ROR classes as well, and they bicker and fight amongst each other. Although I must admit, at ROR, it's normally on a freezing cold November, and the wind's coming across piss wet through, and it's definitely out your comfort zone.
Yeah, on the C1s, like the last the last hour and a half, I'm tired, man. The weather was really bad, wasn't it? And the longer that race went on, the cars that were shining were the C1s and the 116s, and they were just like clawing all the bigger stuff back, weren't they? And it sort of whet my appetite then to what would happen if it went further. Yeah. Because the longer the race, the further the better they shine, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The thing is, they're not overcomplicated. They're really, really simple, and they lend themselves to these longer races. They're easy to drive, so they don't actually knacker the drivers out too much.
No, and I suspect, I mean, we're in 7 seasons now, so the lads that are driving our cars, and the same with your lads, is they know how to treat them cars. They know where the not so much the limit. When you say a limit of a car, you think that's the adhesion and speed. They know where the comfort zone is for them car, and they keep that in that comfort zone, knowing that if they just, change up early or just don't brake heavy there or maybe coast, and they know that.
That little bit of mechanical sympathy.
And so you think to yourself, well, these cars, they're bulletproof. They're very, very good, but it does take a driver to bring that out as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, because if you abuse it, you will break it.
Yeah, you can break anything, can't
you?
We all know that. And like Robin was saying earlier about the valve springs, which I knew straight away. He was right. That's a problem that from back in the day. But these drivers aren't the drivers that we used to have years ago, where they would drive at 110%.
Yeah.
They would hit that rev limiter before they change gear. These lads won't do that.
Yeah.
Because the endurance mindset, more people are used to endurance racing now. Whereas, like back in the day, it'd only be the your pro racers would be endurance racing, wouldn't they? And the C1's really brought endurance racing to the amateurs, didn't it?
Yeah.
Endurance racing seems a lot more fashionable now, doesn't it? Like we've been going on about with the GT stuff.
I think it's the cost-effective side of things
Yeah.
as well, especially in the UK. I mean, the GT stuff, we were just having a conversation, Mark, at the top of, I mean, a tyre bill for something like a Creventic 24-hour would probably pay for 2 or 3 cars to run in something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's easy to do this, you know. I'm not Carol Vorderman, but I think it's so easy to enter a race and add everything up and miss that as a fundamental and just and just if you wasn't to add the tyre bill on top of a race, it'd be such a massive mistake. And especially like you say with something else, like the C1 and the 116, the tyre bill's not horrendous, but it's still it's massive because
it's the biggest factor, isn't it? It's the biggest percentage of any race you do in any championship, whether that be sprint or endurance, your tyre bill.
Yeah, well, we have the coupes, and the coupes run an AR1. Now the coupe loves that tyre, but that tyre doesn't last, and you think to yourself, well, can we come back on the tyre but the guys don't like that car on a lesser tyre. They like it on this AR1. But over a weekend, that makes that almost doubles the entry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm Northerner, I'm tight. that to me is it's painful.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's sort of, yes, the car loves the AR1, and it unlocks a bit more potential within the car on that tyre. But if that tyre is then going to double your bill for the weekend, or over the course of the season you're spending an extra 5 or 10 grand, is it worth having that tyre?
Yeah, but you've also got the safety aspect of it. Our particular car, 190 horsepower, 1100 kilo, it can't. It's quite dangerous on a lesser tyre because the ABS doesn't work properly.
Okay.
It confuses the ABS to the point where the wheel speeds, I don't want to go crazy, but the wheel speeds, and it confuses the ABS and it can go in a limp mode.
Okay.
So you're now making it unreliable,
Yeah.
and it's quite unpredictable.
So then you found a tyre then that will work and be pliable with the car to eradicate those issues, is it?
Yeah, but what we was getting was, it wasn't, when I say it wasn't predictable, the braking zone would change lap after lap because of the tyre.
Yeah.
And when we put it on the AR1, it's much better on the AR1.
Okay.
But when the cars come in after the race, the weekend, the AR1s, they're fit for the bin.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
How many tyres do you reckon the 116 guys have done this weekend on this race? Because obviously we had a little bit of rain, which would have helped.
One of the cars went out on Rain Sports. They did 141 laps on them Rain Sports, but it was damp and cool, so they didn't rip up. They went very, very sort of pliable, and they were curling up a little bit.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
there must have been 4 or 5 mil of tread on them.
Yeah.
So they weren't wearing out, but they were getting destroyed in a different type of way.
They were almost tearing.
Yeah. They went onto the NS2R, and I think they're gonna, I'd probably say 4 sets of tyres.
Okay, that's really good.
Yeah, and
very good.
Yeah,
considering what we do in a C1, I think we did. There's cars out there because of like we said with the weather that we had sort of yesterday evening and through the night where it was cool and damp, and I think they're getting around 8 hours out of a set. Pretty much, which is good for a C1.
Yeah.
Really, to be honest.
But another thing though, if you was to balance the fuel costs against the tyre costs, then the 116 would probably the tyre cost would come down, but the fuel cost would go up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You've got a smaller fuel tank in a C1, and it can run longer.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to do the maths.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because these two cars do seem to sort of keep crossing over, and I'd be surprised if they don't cross over in that. So, we've spent more on tyres on the C1, but we spent less on fuel. We spent less on tyres on the 116, but we spent more on fuel. And I wonder.
They're kind of going to be sort of even. It depends what you want to drive, because they're going to be similar costs. With slightly different challenges on each one.
They're a lot closer family-wise,
Yeah.
in DNA than you think. Even though they're totally different cars, but they're actually not.
They're different ways of going racing, but they're getting the same result. That's the way I kind of look at it.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic.
And
But
I think we'd said this a minute ago. Sorry to butt in.
no.
But I think if you was to just trim the pit stop slightly, I think you could get both cars to cross the line at the same time.
Yeah.
Because they're not that far off.
No.
I don't think they are.
No.
I think it's only just the nature of Silverstone with the long straights, where the BMWs just got the edge on the real long straights, but the C1s and the BMWs are more or less equal going through.
Yeah, I think
through
with
cornering.
the people we've spoken to, the sort of apex speed are really similar throughout them. So they're well matched for a car that's essentially different. But
Very much so.
On paper, no, the chalk and cheese, but in reality, and what a better test than doing, what is it, 500-600 laps?
Fantastic.
Isn't it?
Fantastic. And we've only got a few hours to go, and it's currently 1:16, 1, 2, and 3 overall.
Which again, back to the pit stop thing, it does sort of weight towards the 116 at the moment. It does. But I think if you was to change, I think you could get it really tight. And we saw that with the race remembrance, they get tight, don't they?
Oh, yes.
And what I do like, and I mean, there's only a few cars against, if you was to go 50-50, would they be clattering into each other? I don't think they would.
No, they
I
wouldn't.
don't think they would either.
Because that would be a problem, wouldn't it? I think that would be the only problem is, because they take different lights into corners, our cars, and they're going to sort of be unpredictable as they go into corner, and that would cause them to bang into each other. But they don't really hit each other in the race remembrance, do they?
No, not really.
No. I don't think we've seen anything this weekend. I mean, I'm not a clerk.
No,
of the
touch
course,
wood.
but yeah, true story. That'd be on me, wouldn't it?
But Mark Bate, our pleasure to have you on, and hopefully there'll be a few more garages full of 116s next year as well.
Well, if we're a social club at the end of the day, and if they want that, they get it, don't they? And that's why I'm here. But thanks for having us, and thanks for the invite.
Yeah, pleasure.
guys.
Fantastic, thank you. Our next guest, and by no means least, James from Polo Rosso, Scuderia Polo Rosso. Hi, James.
Hello, gents.
Hello.
How are we doing? You had a good 24? You've done many of these, haven't you?
I have, yeah. I think we're on 11, something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
How's this race gone for you? You've had some painful ones in the past.
we have. We haven't done any engine changes, which is a key win recently.
Yet.
Yeah. He did say I could touch his knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't done any engine changes. We haven't had any. Frank had one little off into
Right.
the gravel, but other than that, we're
mild.
clean. It just keep going round. That's what 24-hour race is about.
Yeah.
Just big circles.
But it's always been, for you guys, it's been friends turning up with a car that's kind of put together on a driveway. You practice your pit stops out in the front of the house, and it's been a proper sort of mates, van, trailer, rock up, do a 24-hour race, bugger off home. But you're always at the sharp end.
Yeah, that's always it. It's literally a group of friends. We started it as like 4 of us that were like, oh my goodness, you can race a car on like an amount of money we might be able to afford if we like scrape the piggy banks out.
Yeah.
And yeah, the fact that you could do in the C1s a 24-hour at something like Silverstone,
Yeah.
24s that we've done at Rockingham,
Yeah.
and then in the early days when we did Spa,
Yeah.
like incredible. And yeah, you can do it on a shoestring, and you can go and play with like great club racing legends like Mr. Drinkwater and like the touring car.
Lot turn up.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I had a little wash around with Ingram earlier, and he was turning me around like most of the circuit, and then I had about 4 corners on it.
Yeah. And then he went.
And where I gave him a little bump draft, and then he towed me around the rest, and then I gave him a little bump draft, and we were doing all right until I tried to follow his line through Maggots and Beckett's. I clearly wasn't doing the same thing with the bits at the bottom.
Yeah.
That you can't see. Yeah. I was roughly the right line, but I wasn't doing the right bits. So about
Whee!
2.5 turns opposite lock on, going through there. I was like, okay.
Yeah, he does things in a C1. The angles he puts the car at is nuts.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah.
You've got to have them mobile. Like, to drive them quickly, you need a bit of body side slip angle on. Otherwise,
You're not quick.
You're not working
No.
tires properly. Yeah.
Not at all.
No, that's good. So, tell us a bit about the actual team themselves. Why the team name as well?
The Scuderia Polarosso was originally when Toro Rosso were knocking around in
Yep.
F1. So Scuderia Toro Rosso was racing Red Bull in
Yep.
Italian. We're Scuderia Polarosso racing Red Chicken. And the logo, rather than
2 balls.
2 bulls and a golden sun, is 2 chickens and a golden egg.
Fantastic.
So Scuderia
Clocking
Polarosso was born. Yeah, and we've got Go Like Cluck on the car. We've got a number of chicken-based.
This is a
paraphernalia.
poultry team.
Yeah. Oh, but very good.
I'm done. I've peaked them out.
That was excellent. I can see why you're in this game.
What is about C1 racing in general as well that you guys enjoy so much? Is it the community aspect, among the fact that you can go racing with your mates at the same time and it almost feels like a bit of a family affair?
Yeah, exactly. We have all the family down, like all the family and the kids and stuff, like in the paddock and going around and having a great time. Everybody's friends. Like the guys we've got with us today are honestly, they're so good. They're just lads that work in the same office as Frank. I don't know if I'm allowed to say one of them works for Frank. He's not forcing him, once I checked. Quiet moment alone. But they all just want to help because they love motorsport, and it's just a great club atmosphere. And we're in with WRC, Clive and David and all the guys from there, and I race with them at Race Remembrance. They're just lovely people. Like, can't do enough for you. Like, everybody lends each other kit, engines, stuff. Like Silver Lake gave us an engine 2 years ago when we got through 2 of ours, and then we needed one more.
Yeah.
They turned up with that, and then that one blew up on us. So then they gave me a free spare for the next round, which
Yeah.
was very nice of them. So, yeah, I got the plug in for you. There you go.
I don't work for Silver Lake anymore. It's fine. You don't need to.
Alan's not around, so you don't have to be that nice.
Alan.
He's in the car, I think.
Yeah, I think he's in the car next. But the multi-class facet of the race this year, how's that been?
Really good, really good. It's interesting, like, because Race Remembrance, we've got the 116s, so I kind of knew what to expect from them.
Yeah.
Like, straight line speed, but our apex speeds are pretty similar.
Yeah.
Despite the fact they're on quite a bit of tyre, but I don't know if they're a bit heavier. But they're good. The 2CV, I love watching 2CVs race. It's just like a thing that shouldn't happen, but it does. And that one, I'm guessing it's one with the 1100 bike engine.
Yeah, it's got the BMW bike engine and a ZF box in it.
Yeah.
So cool.
It's rapid. And it comes past you, it sounds incredible. And then you're like, there's a 2CV launching past me. That was the great thing about Spa, when we did that with all the multi-classes.
Yeah, and
got,
all the prototypes.
Prototype 2CVs.
Yeah, nuts.
Yeah. Which look like a mini LMP racer.
Yeah.
But then you
Flat
can
floors.
just see that little arm, those 2 arms of the hydrostatic suspension or whatever that's on those, and you're like, it's 2CV underneath.
Yeah.
It looks like a little prototype racer. 2CV.
Yeah, and they've just got fat wheels on them, like bike engines, all sorts, like fiberglass bodies. Looks like it should have no way it should be on the track alongside you, and then it's just this thing, like proper garagistas.
Wacky racers.
Yeah.
Literally, it is literally that, like flat floors, the works, and just someone's just been at it with the tin snips and a load of aluminium.
Yeah, some of the diffusers that get made that
So
are like literally some plywood and some sheet alley, and someone's made a massive diffuser that sticks out the car like this much.
So good,
Yeah.
so good. So how's the race kind of unfolded for you guys so far? Obviously, you're hanging in there.
We are.
Are you?
Clean. That was like what we really wanted, because we've had a tricky couple of years of 24s with engines and with a big hit in the middle of the night last year that Frank survived, but the car didn't.
Yeah.
And so this year we really wanted clean, and so far we've had a nice clean race. We had a good start eventually. We kind of worked our way up to the sharp end, and then we've had a good few solid stints. We literally had one off. I think Frank was in a gravel trap for 2 laps.
Yeah.
Where he went missing on timing. You have that horrible moment where you go,
Where's he gone? Where's he gone?
They're missing. Where are they? And you're like, what can I do? And then you feel so useless, don't you?
Yeah, you just can't do
But
anything.
you're there, like I was there, like laying out the lower control arms. That's the left if we need the left. That's the right if we need the right. There's some wheels. There's some tyres. These are some tools.
Got to busy yourself to calm the nerves.
Exactly. Yeah. You just want to do something.
Yeah.
You just be like, I'm being useful. But actually, I'm just having a mild panic.
Yeah. So, any more C1 racing for the rest of the year, or is it you're all 24 hours out?
No, we'll be doing more rounds for the 3 hours. which one? Donington, I think we're doing next.
Okay.
Yeah, which is always a great round, always good fun. And then ROR.
Yep.
Yep, because that's a great big party
Yeah.
weekend. Yeah, when I did that with WRC and Robin and co, it's a big party weekend. I turned up on the Thursday night needing to work remotely on Friday. None of my bosses watch this, I hope. And was immediately handed like 2 shots of vodka and a beer and told to get on with it. It's like,
That's David all over.
So the next Jaguar car that gets designed, if it's a little bit wonky, that was where boys, why has it got this weird like shape on the bonnet? So I was in this garage at Silverstone.
it just came to me.
It just came to me. Well, I'll just put that in there. I was like,
I think I was doing like forward strategy stuff at the time, and I was like, how many horsepower? Probably more. We need more. Yeah.
yeah, definitely more. It was Jaguar, lots of horsepower, big boot in the back for when you obviously do the post office robberies and other various things that Jaguar people do.
Yeah. Refinement, comfort.
Yeah,
What?
refinement, comfort. Yeah, because every gangster needs that as well.
Exactly.
You're thinking old school Jags. Old school Jags. Now they're just woke.
That's my baby. I poured 5.5 years of my life into that.
Oh, no, you had to get that jab in.
I did.
Yeah.
You teed it up, mate. You just got to knock it out.
I need to take you out in one.
Yeah.
Change your mind.
It is all love and games here. But James, thank you very much for coming down. You are literally mid-race, so what's rest of are you going out again for the finish?
I'm back in for the finish, yeah.
Fantastic.
And then we're currently trying to elongate stints, eke them out. We need 7.5 minutes for
It's
the
all
2
on the
more
fuel.
stints over what we do, and then we don't need a splash and dash. But, yeah,
There's a few teams doing that.
Yeah.
So.
And then we need to work out where OPC are, and
They're just over there.
where they are in the fuel window, so whether they've got to do another stop or not. Otherwise, I suspect it's me and Tom to the end, battling it out.
Ooh.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Going up against Tom Ingram.
Yeah.
You and Tom battling him out.
Well,
Wow.
looking at who drivers they've got in, I think might be going.
He's going to
in
be in
and
for the
we're
finish, yeah.
next to each
Yeah,
other
I
on
think
track.
if you want to kind of zone him out, just get a big Napa sticker for the front
Yeah.
and just wind him up that way.
Just bump
Yeah.
draft with a massive napper.
Yeah. It's Ashley. Here we go. James Matthews, thank you very much for coming on and having a chat with us. It's a pleasure to have you down here.
Thank you, chaps.
Thank you,
Lovely
dude.
lovely to be here.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Now, the one thing that's so good about the 24 hours is the fact that we have experienced drivers, we have drivers that have come over from Europe, we've got different types of cars this year, and you also have drivers that are literally doing this for the first time. We've got Adam from Rabsport here. Welcome to the show, Adam.
Hello.
Your first time driving in the car. Now, I've been asked to ask you what happened on lap 2.
Wonderful. So I think the way the stint... hello, everyone. The way the stint plan worked, I went out, I think, around 10:15,
Yeah.
and it'd been raining just before, but it came down a bit heavier. It was dark. This is my first race.
The excuses book is open.
Excuses, first ever race, excuses book is open.
There was a misfire.
No, actually, it went pretty well. First lap was pretty good. I felt pretty good on the first lap, and then I caught too much curb in Beckett's.
Okay.
Car spun round.
Whoops.
I dumped the clutch, got it off the racing line, but the starter motor didn't work, so I couldn't start it again.
Yeah.
So then I had to get recovered back to the pit lane at the back. I bumped it off the truck, and then I couldn't get through the gate because it was locked.
Yeah.
Yes, I've had that.
It was a baptism of fire. And it knocked my confidence a bit, but I slowly picked up the speed today. So
How are you finding your first event?
wild. It's like just a whole weekend of first race, first night session, first quali, first practice, first spin, first recovery. Actually, for real, first time I've ever spun a car on track.
Okay.
And I'm glad I did it because I was waiting for it to happen. It was going to happen, right? So, but yeah, really, really good fun.
Got it out of the way nice and early and then just build on after that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, practice was really good. The weather was great yesterday, wasn't it, for practice? Like sunny and quality was good too. And so I was trying to get back to that sort of pace today in the car. But new car for me, not driven it before, never been in a C1. So everything's new. It's,
How are you finding the C1s?
they're really playful.
They're good, aren't
Yeah, someone said to me they're a bit like driving a historic. Because they got obviously a lot of body roll.
Yep.
And you get like a lot of body roll, and it telegraphs when it's about to break.
Yep.
My normal track car is a Lotus.
Okay.
And that has no body roll, and so that just breaks.
Yeah.
And then you have to try and catch it. So this thing it's so much fun. So much fun to drive.
You're
and
busy the whole lap.
Yeah.
Apart from the straights when, you could write a novel, but...
Yeah, and someone said to me before I came here, said it's all about momentum with these. Try not to scrub too much speed.
Yeah.
If they're squealing, the tyres are working, but you're probably hemorrhaging time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you really feel that with the good guys out here, that you get caught on the straights. The guys that nail the corners.
Yeah.
You're like, where am I losing time?
Because there's just you can't make that up for power, because there is no power.
Yeah.
So it literally teaches you how to carry corner speed.
Yeah, and I think there's a tendency to overdrive it as well.
Yes.
Then, like if you've lost speed on the straight, you try and make it up in the next corner, and that just goes wrong.
Yeah.
So
Patience is actually what you need.
I think so, in my limited experience. Very limited experience. Do you guys race?
Yeah.
We both do, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
So it's but I mean, covering this race for several years as I have, it's really good to see people coming in. Obviously you said your original track car's a Lotus, just coming in and giving it a go, and there's no sort of prejudice against the fact that it's a C1, it's going to be absolutely terrible. Thanks, Tom.
We are right next to the creche. Tom seems to have escaped.
Yeah. Yeah, I think someone needs to go capture him, put him back in his cage. But it's the fact that your normal car is a Lotus and you're giving C1s a good go and just realising how tough it is in that 24-hour setting, sort of learning the finite details as you go in a competitive setting against about 35, 37 other C1s fighting for position. Kind of, and the realisation of actually this is bloody hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. But I always try and push the envelope with things when I take them on, and it seems crazy. I know it seems crazy, and most people go, "That guy's nuts doing that." But the maths sort of made sense, because where else am I going to get 4 to 5 hours of seat time with a professional race team, Rapsport Racing, and some other guys? I'm going to learn so much with the night driving, probably with the rain in Northamptonshire. So much to learn, as you know, like just getting in the car, making sure you don't get any penalties staying behind the line. There's just so much to learn. Keeping your foot on the brake while they're talking up the wheel nuts, and just loads of stuff. So
it is an overload of information, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and try not to make silly mistakes, and then trying to stay under the pit lane speed and under the yellow speed, and all those things. There's so much to learn, but the maths made sense. I thought, it's wild, but I'll do it because where else am I going to be able to get that much seat time in such a compressed time scale? So I felt great yesterday, and then one of the co-drivers' friends turned up who's building a C1.
Okay.
And he just gave me this look. It's like, and he asked the same question. Said, "So first race, how much experience in the C1?" I'm like, "None." All right. How much seat time in other cars? None. It's my first race. And then he just went,
"Okay,
that's in the deep end then," and then left. And up until that moment, I've been feeling really good, because good practice, good quality, fairly competitive times in the team. We're all sort of in the same pocket, the drivers. And then I felt, it's like this wave of doubt came over me after that. I was trying to flush it away, but up until that point, I'd been feeling pretty good. But
so is the bug for the C1s and the sort of endurance racing bitten now?
Well, so I only got my odds 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So I only did my license 2 months ago. And so I definitely want to continue racing.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I was at that point where I didn't really know what genre or like class or anything I wanted to go do that in. And so this was about probably jumping in where the power wasn't so great that it overwhelmed me, and trying to discover what I wanted to do. But endurance racing, outside of that, I'm a massive fan of endurance racing just broadly. So 24 hours or more, everything. So it just felt, the whole thing sort of felt right, like a perfect storm of madness. And after being sleep deprived for so many hours, I feel pretty mad, to be honest. I don't even know what time of day it is or what hour.
Have you got more stints to come for the rest of the day?
Yeah, I'm owed 30 minutes, I think. So they're going to chuck me back in for an hour or so in a bit.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna sort of that's in a bit, a couple of hours. Go and find some Haribo and try and keep myself awake.
That is the sweet of choice.
Try and shoot. Well done for diving right into the deep end, and by the sound of it, you're doing an absolutely fantastic job. We should have the boss coming on from Rab Sport shortly as well. So yeah, we'll probably get the lowdown from Richard on how you're actually doing.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be honest. They're great guys, by the way.
They are fantastic.
So welcoming, and like learning from my race engineer Ash as well, just keeping me honest on times and lots of encouragement around. It's fine. It's all good. It's racing, especially the spin that I felt.
Yeah.
I felt so bad because I'd had it. I'm so confident at that point, maybe overconfident, and so I guess I needed it. But no, they were very, very good. Made me feel great. So.
Cool.
Thanks
Fantastic.
for having me here.
That's all right. Pleasure.
No worries. Great to meet you, Adam, and good luck for the rest of the race.
Thanks, guys.
It can't be a 24 hours without having someone with a 2CV, Scott. I am biased. It's where I started. We've got a fine gentleman on here. Introduce yourself, and what are you racing this weekend?
So I'm Chris Tovey. I'm here with the Car 52, which is it's a 2CV, but it's got a BMW 1100 bike engine.
So it is a prototype 2CV.
So we call it the hybrid because that's what the Europeans kind of coined. They called them a hybrid, and then we kind of took over. Slightly more, looks more like a 2CV than the fiberglass kind of bread van type things they use.
Yeah.
So it started off very basic. It was just a 2CV with a bike engine on a 2CV gearbox. Took that out to Spa. The first year we went, it worked well. A few little problems. We were running a really small tyre. We went up to a 155 rather than a 135. And then the second year we went, we had big brake problems. Overheated the gearbox broke, bell housings broke. Everything broke because obviously it got stressed the first year. But the ethos was, and it was from Carol Wills, who you will know, it was his baby, and he wanted to have a UK race car that you could then take the engine and gearbox out and put in the BMW engine. Everything was on engine, all the swirl pot, the fuel pumps, everything was there. It was just like one fuel connector, one electrical connector, and you could use the car for both rather than having like two dedicated cars. So, but as you can see, that kind of went because it didn't. the gearbox can't take it. Pretty much.
So what gearbox have you got in that now?
It's a Sadev sequential from a Fun Cup.
Okay.
So it's bulletproof in this scenario. They got a lot more power and
it'll take the punishment.
Yeah, but funnily enough, that one is leaking a lot of oil out. So it's coming out the input shaft, which you've never seen before. So it's
how many sort of races has that done?
6 or 7.
Okay.
24 hours. It got serviced in the middle because we had an accident at Spa a couple of years ago and it broke the bell housing.
Okay.
But the fact that you've got a 2CV that's just got that much new technology, new and sort of adaptive technology in it, I would say, is kind of testament to the spirit of the prototype and hybrid 2CVs, and the fact that you're allowed to run it here at the BRSCC 24 hours.
Well, it's honestly, I was out there in my morning stint, and I actually had a tear in my eye because it was just I was having such a good time, and this meeting is here because of that one man, and that car is there because of that one man. And
yeah, Robin. When Robin talks about the C1 Club and the birth of that, he speaks very affectionately about Carol Wills, and obviously going back to 2CVs as well. I don't think there's many people that have that much of a legacy in British motorsport, because the 2CV Racing Club has been going on since what, the 70s, 80s?
36 years
Wow,
this year.
so it's like 90.
Yeah, it's the 90s.
Yeah. And so the club's been going on that long. It's where I know I say it, Rob started. It's where I started, albeit it was at the back, Basingstoke College car. I think it's a series that draws a lot of attention out there, and especially when it comes onto the live streams. And new to the BRSCC this year, they've moved across. And your teammates as well. You've got experienced 2CVs, and I think they've done a bit of C1 stuff as well, haven't they?
No, we've not done any C1 stuff. I've driven a C1 because I helped Carol develop the cars, but I don't think any of the other guys have.
Okay.
So we're purely 2CV. There's Nick Crispin's a championship winner.
Yeah.
I'm a championship winner. Sean is top mechanic and a rapid driver, and he drives with Nick in the 24-hour. He's one of his consistent drivers, and then Nick Rhodes is another long time.
Another 2CV legend.
Yeah. Been around a long time.
Was the plan going into this race to try and win it overall?
No, this is a test day for Spa.
Really?
We were supposed to be going to Magny Court to do 2 6-hour races, and Nick was like, well, for the same money, let's go do that.
Yeah.
We do a 24-hour test. And it's been good because we found a couple of things. I moved all of the ECU and stuff into the inside of the car, and where I put the fuel pump relay just happens to be where the people rest their feet. There's like a box that comes in the tow board where the back of the gearbox is.
Yeah.
And if you put your foot on that, it's a bit close. So people put it on the other side, which is in the passenger footwell, and that's right on the fuel pump relay. So that's why we dropped back at the start, because it kicked the relays off the connector.
Whoops.
The fact it's so small you could actually pop your foot
But
on the passenger side.
That's testing, and that's, it's a new bit of work, and you've got to prove why that was a bad choice. So.
Yeah. So you run, is it mini wheels you've got on that as well?
Yeah, they're mini wheels, yeah. 195.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of sort of prototype engineering going into it as well. So
But that's 2CV racing as a whole, and that's why I enjoy it so much, is because you can't just go and get a car and go and do well. You have to engineer things as well as be able to drive. Like it's a package to go fast in a 2CV. There's lots of people that have come in and thrown a lot of money around and not done as well as they wanted to, and then gone again. And there's a lot of people that have been in the game a long time, and they know the tips and the tricks. And what is nice about the 2CV club is that everyone is very, very helpful.
Yeah.
But there is obviously a limit to helping people with prep.
Yeah. 100%.
Understandably. Could you see maybe more 2CVs coming out to Silverstone?
We will try. If we're welcome back, it would be nice to get more people. Like, we've had an absolute blast. So there's another car in the UK which is of similar spec, and they were going to come, but unfortunately it was on holiday. So
yeah,
it would be good to get that out as well next year.
And then of course you got the Snetterton 24-hour, which is later on this year, sort of August bank holiday.
Yeah, slightly different pace that one, but it's a very different race. That it's we always go in that with the aim of trying to win it. This is just have fun.
Have fun, bit of testing, get across to Spa.
Yes.
And the Spa race itself, I mean, that is absolute madness. How many cars race in that one?
It's basically 100 cars, I think, across 2CVs and C1s.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, it's a pleasure to have you down here for a quick chat and tell us a bit about the Crisis Racing
thank you very much.
hybrid 2CV. It's great to see it going around. It sounds impressive, so if you guys are watching...
You can hear it.
You can hear it when it comes past, definitely.
You can hear it in the car, I can tell you that.
Have your ears stopped bleeding yet?
Not quite.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
Thanks. So from 2CVs to 116s to the head honchos of the C1s to sponsors, and now we've got another Porsche maestro themselves, Mr. Steve Woods here, fresh from the Porsche Sprint Challenge and doing all those wonderful things with Clean Racing and GSF. And you got a GSF sponsored car here this weekend, Steve. How have you got on?
Yeah, no, it was going really well. I think when I left last night, we were way up. I think we were fourth at one point, leading our class, which was amazing. And it just sort of
you've managed to jump into the AM class.
What happened?
I think Mikey sort of set this all up and just asked me to drive at the last minute. So I don't know how it works. Is it if you've won a C1 race?
So if you've been on an overall podium for a C1 race, or if you're a member of the BRDC.
I'm not a member of the BRDC.
Yeah. Give it time.
Yet.
So you've slid into AM class. What happened during the race? Because you're right, you were up there, but you've had a couple of issues with the car. Or?
Yeah. So on Friday we had an engine failure, and we thought, well, better to have it now rather than sort of
mid-race.
Yeah. And the engine we put in seemed to be really good. It was ticking along nicely, and about 8 hours to go, Dave just disappeared off the face of the earth. Dave Ward.
Yeah.
And yeah, it had a load of smoke pouring out the back of it. So yeah, we've had another engine failure, which was really frustrating.
That must be gutting.
Well, I feel sorry for Mikey because he's put so much effort into this, and you know things he's been through and all that. So I really wanted him to get this one, and it was looking so good. So a bit frustrated, and we'll be back. And I've got to say the sort of community, everyone just helps. Robin jumped straight on it, found us an engine. Team next door jumped straight in. It's just absolutely amazing to watch.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about this championship. It is a really friendly.
Family,
everyone wants you to do well.
Yeah.
No one wants you to give up.
Yeah.
With all the guys, because they'd done the engine already, they were like, "Oh, we just call it a day." And Robin went,
What are you doing?
What are you going to do? Just stand around
for 8 hours?
Yeah. Get on with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. I mean, I haven't done enough racing this weekend. You know what would happen.
Yeah.
At Snetterton the other day. I got 10 laps.
You've been a busy boy this weekend, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been in the Porsche Club Championship, but I think we only done 10 laps in the 2 races. I think.
Yeah, there was a bit. It was a bit contacty.
Yeah, but it was a good weekend because we got 2 podiums. I think we come out of there second in the championship behind Ed.
Yeah. So you're back out in a 996, aren't you, at the minute?
Yeah. So I was building a 987 Cayman.
Yeah.
We got a bit of a delay on some of the parts, and I could clearly see it wasn't going to happen. I got a friend of mine, Kevin Harrison, who's had this 996. It's probably the oldest car in the championship.
Yeah, it would be.
And he said to me, "Look, I'm not using it. Do you want to use it?" So I think it was a bit of a ploy actually, because he's put it into Auto Farm, and I've spent a fortune on it. I've rebuilt the gearbox, the brakes. It's had all the oil leaks done. It's honestly, but it's actually a really good car, and it was quite nice to turn up with something different because everyone's got either a Cayman
or a 997. There's a couple of 996s sort of floating around. Paul Seagrave still.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, Paul's in there. But everyone has said last year the 996 is dead.
Yeah,
it can't win a race. So I'm there to try and prove them wrong. And
You're giving it a damn good go.
I've managed a second and 2 thirds. So let's see what we can do. We're at Alton next. I just need the race to go to 25 minutes, not 15 minutes, because my car comes strong then.
Yeah, it was a bit.
So from Porsche racing at Snetterton, you're then straight to Silverstone and out in a C1. That's from peaks and troughs and all that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love it. I mean, we've done this for quite a while now. This championship, I think we've done 5 races. Yeah. We've done the Spa one, and I just, I've done a bit of GT racing, and I know what it costs to do 24-hour race.
Yeah.
And I think this is such good value for money.
Yeah.
And time in the car. And, people will say it's only got 68 horsepower, but God, is it fun when you're with people.
Yeah.
It really is.
We always said if you can drive a slow car quickly.
Yeah. But it's the driving standards are amazing this year. Everyone's been really respectful, and I've had some real fun out there. And that's what I think about racing sometimes. You lose that. If just driving around's boring, if you're with people you can trust.
Yeah. You want to have that battle the whole... And
honestly,
there's battles all the way down the grid, isn't there?
Yeah. There's nothing better than racing hard. As I came off, I was following that car, and I was like, flashed him, tooted him, thumbs up, great. Then a few little bumps down the straight. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, really good. But, my wife told me I was mad this weekend when I told her what I was doing.
They don't quite get it, do they?
No. When I turned up last night, because I only lived down the road, so I turned up, had a shower, got in bed, and she sort of woke up and said, "Oh, you're back?" And I went, "Yeah." "Is that it?" And I went, "No." I'm going back.
We're just having a break. This is half time.
Then I woke up this morning. She's like, "Is it done?" No.
No.
We're still going. I'll see you at about 10 o'clock tonight. So yeah, I've been with her for a while, so she's sort of very understanding.
Oh, fair play.
Yeah.
But do you find that going out in a C1, obviously you've got your Porsche stuff and you concentrate on that, and that's kind of the professional side of, and you put everything into that. But do you find there's anything from the C1 racing that carries you over into the Porsche racing, especially when you're battling with other cars? Does it kind of refine your racecraft?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think it's probably one of the best races you can do to learn racecraft, because you haven't got a lot of power.
Yep.
If you make a slight mistake, all of a sudden you just drop away. So you have to be really sort of calm the way you're driving and think your way through the moves and everything. So I think it's perfect test bed to sort of start your racing career, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, in cheaper cars, essentially, no power. You have to actually think about, be much more precise, plan your race ahead of you instead of just having the just bombard your way through.
And I sort of, I've got a friend of mine, Gareth Baldwin. It's Peter Baldwin's son. Me and he's helping me with the clean racing stroke Cayman thing this year because he's very good with hospitality sort of side of things.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing we've set up is we're trying to find young drivers.
Yeah.
And we found obviously Max.
Yeah.
Max Watt. He got him in from the Boxster, winning the championship.
Yeah.
Now he's in the Caymans. He's realising it's a massive step up. First weekend didn't go quite to plan. But and then we got Dan Monroe. He's another one that's doing mini sevens. We're trying to get him into sort of higher level racing.
Yeah.
And something Gareth and I are trying to do is try and find these young talents that haven't got the budgets. And with our sponsor program and everything, we're going to try and sort of help some of these guys in the next sort of 3 to 4 years. But it'll be starting next year. So we've already got 2 lined up.
Fantastic.
And obviously you saw Colin Turkington's lad. That was announced.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see where he's going.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. It's an exciting time, and there's not many people like yourself that are willing to sort of put the hand in their pocket and back the young and up-and-coming talent. Because I look at national championships now, and you can arguably feel if you got rid of all the British touring car drivers now, I argue that you would fill them with 20 absolute top spec drivers, no questions asked, from club racing.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, over in the karting, we got 2 teams doing the karting.
Yeah.
And a good friend of mine, Harry Mailer, he does a lot of Fun Cup. He's done some Porsche racing with me. And he looks like, I'm not being funny, he looks like he's only about 19. He's actually not. He's a bit older than that. He's about 25. I introduced him to Porsche, and we actually put him out on the taster day in the first Cayman in torrential rain. And this kid, he hasn't done that much racing, and he was faster than the guys who've been racing them all year. I mean, we're talking like 2.5 seconds faster.
Wow.
And Porsche went, who the hell is this kid? And I started going, I started selling him to them, and they were like, great, I think he could be on our junior program.
Yeah.
How old is he? And I said, I don't actually know. And when I found out he was 24, they went, he's too old. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, but but he's just a super talent. Dan Monroe. They just got this ability to drive anything. You could give them a shopping trolley.
Naturally gifted people.
A bit like you, Scott.
I can drive it. Doesn't mean it's going to go quick.
Yeah.
We've seen you drive, Mucker.
All right.
We've seen you drive.
Too heavy, too old.
Are you actually going out again?
Maybe. Depends. The car's nearly... If I pull the car back off the driveway, put it back in the workshop, but people keep bringing me cars to fix, so yeah, I'm just going to keep the business going for the minute.
See, this all started me getting back into it, standing in a assembly area with the Caymans, and you stand there and you watch them and you think, why am I not racing? What am I doing? It's ridiculous.
I had that yesterday, and it's just like...
I love it. The Porsche thing's good as well, because a lot of the guys in it I've known for years, so we can have a good bit of banter.
Yeah.
Race 2 at Donington, finished 5th. I was on for the 3rd, but finished 5th. We all went over the line together.
Yeah, you did. You fanned out, didn't you?
And we came into Parc Ferme, we all got out, got our crash helmets off, and looked at each other and just started laughing and started high-fiving each other and said, that was so much fun. That's so much fun.
It's so different from yesterday when you're all arguing.
That was Pete. But he did apologise to me afterwards.
It is quite amusing watching that from the
But that's almost the best part of motorsport, is the social aspect of it and the camaraderie. There's nothing better.
No, it's not. The thing is when you get in the car, you put the helmet on, everything else disappears. You don't think about anything. It's just you, the track, and the car. That's it. And then when you get out, it's like you've just done it with your mates.
Yeah.
Even though you really, really want to beat them, you get out and you go, do you know what, that was fucking brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I've been lucky enough to do some high-profile stuff, and literally the fun goes out of it.
Yeah, it gets a bit too professional, doesn't
Well,
it?
people start grassing you up in the pit lane on pit stops and things to try and get an edge.
Yeah.
But going back to the club thing, I mean, Porsche Club, I've got to say, amazing atmosphere, everyone's really nice. And then you come here, and you know, I don't see these guys that much, but everyone's just so friendly, you know, everyone wants to chat, everyone wants to, I mean, as soon as that car had a problem,
Everyone gets around it.
There was people just turning up going, can I help? I was like, there's about 50 people on the car at the moment. I don't know if there's any room to put you, but yeah, no, it's really nice, really nice.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're back and enjoying it.
Yeah, I think we're going to do the Snetterton rounds.
Yep.
And I think we'll be doing some other ones. Yeah, definitely. Cool. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, it's a pleasure to have you down,
Thanks a lot.
Steve Wood. Have you got any more stints to go later today?
Yeah, I'd love to do the last one. I've never done the last stint.
Oh, that's the best
Mikey gets it all the time. I want to have tears rolling down my cheeks.
Yeah.
I've made it.
I did the last one when I did my 24. It was brilliant.
Yeah. Well, he did, because he's put so much effort in, he did the from night to daylight, which again is like the holy grail, isn't it? If you've ever done it, it is like, oh, this is great.
This mint.
Yeah.
That is the best, watching the sun come up.
Yeah.
And you are going quite slowly down the straight, so you can watch it come up.
Yeah.
Absolutely, mega.
All right.
Well, Steve Wood, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks,
And,
guys, for
good to see
inviting
you.
me. Thanks. Cheers. Bye.
And there we are, some great interviews for you, boys and girls. Some great people on, Scott.
Yeah. It's a paddock full of very, very interesting people.
But if it's one thing that these 24 hours do is just bring together racers from all over the British motorsport calendar. We've got touring car drivers here. We haven't managed to get the touring car drivers on because effectively this is
their weekend off.
Yeah, it's a busman's holiday, so they're doing it for a laugh. I don't want to,
And they've got a little bit. Some of them have got other sponsors that they have to appease. That's why they're here and doing their thing. But you know what? We want to be cool. We want.
Actually, you've been upsetting touring car drivers, and I've been getting it in the neck as a result. So, all to be revealed in the next episode, actually. But to be fair, I didn't get any shout. It was just a nice DM from a 3-time touring car champion that you made a view of, and we'll go from there. But all to be explained in the next episode.
All I'll say is, first impressions go a long way.
And it did with you. Fair enough. But it's been a really good sort of weekend.
Yeah, it's been cracking, mate. Considering we had people having their first ever race, first time on track.
Yeah.
All the way up to seasoned champions.
Yeah, and touring car drivers, professionals, GT champions.
So it's such an eclectic mix of drivers and people here in one place. It's hard to find somewhere where you're going to get that other than what we've got here. And I think this, with the introduction to the invitational classes that we've got with the 116s and the Danish C1s, the City Car Cups and the 2CV, it's brilliant. And on the same weekend as Nürburgring 24 hour, it's quite cool.
Yeah, and that 24 hours been cooking up some
absolutely
unexpected results there as well. So it's been fabulous, Scott.
Yeah.
Some great people. And still lots going on. So we're going to go away now and cover the last of this. I've got stuff to do for Silver Lake Motorsport and the C1 Racing Club.
You're so busy.
Yeah, you're going to pack the van up and do some bits and make some tracks.
Yeah, mate, like a tree and leaf.
And
go see my missus and my kids.
Go see the family after a busy weekend for you. But that is this week's episode of the Driving Talk podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that jazz. Do that thing. Clicky, do whatever. And we will catch you next week.
See you later.
Bye, everyone.